Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the AFK podcast. This week's episode is 41. We're almost 1 year in, and I'm always joined by Daniel and Nathan.
Hello.
Hello.
And before we get started, I just want to mention that you are always able to listen to the podcast on Spotify and, of course, YouTube, which is probably what you're listening on. But anyway,
And
Yeah.
then there's the forgotten Elder Child, which is our Amazon one.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what you're on about.
that gets auto-updated, doesn't it?
I believe so. I think that's how I set it
I think,
up. I'll check
yeah.
while you
If
guys
not,
do the
I've
intro.
never updated it.
Amazon.
I only load
Oh, I
on
never
YouTube and
uploaded
Spotify.
anything either. I just set it
So
to auto because of the way Spotify works.
yeah,
It says you have some housekeeping
yeah,
stuff
I
to
do.
do, Nathan, so
So everyone's Sunday's doing well. So there's some housing. So we have a plan. I figured we'll let everyone know our plan for the next 4 weeks because it's a very busy 4 weeks that we have here. So obviously we've got this
Okay.
episode next week on I say first, it'll be the 2nd of June. Is the SGF plus Xbox game showcase, our bingo cards making. We're going to kind of do it differently to how we normally would. This is to help you two out with all of the leaks and rumors going around in the gaming industry, because there's a lot, so it just helps out there.
of course there is.
And then the week after that, on the 8th or 9th, it's obviously Summer Games Fest and the Xbox showcase. Maybe Mario Kart World thrown in there. No Switch 2. I want some more time to kind of sit with it, which is what the 15th is, which is the Switch 2 review, and also the Expedition 33 spoiler review. Because me, Daniel, and our friend Harry have been playing it, and
Yep.
I thought, I want a game on full-blown spoilers throughout the entire
Yes,
time.
I will not be talking for that
Yeah,
whole
no,
time.
we'll be doing what we do with me,
Mhm.
like where I just disappear and then we message you when to
Yeah.
come back.
Honestly, I'll probably just go play some games and then just wait for you guys to message me.
That's our plan
That's what
until
I do.
the 15th. And then there might be some more stuff thrown in there, like there's rumors of, actually we'll get into them in a minute, of other stuff that might be coming up in this next month. So that could change. But for now,
We will see.
the Switch 2 review will definitely be on that week though. And same with Games Fest stuff, but
The re-review of the Switch too. It seems
yeah,
we've already done one
the proper,
technically.
because we've had like thoughts, but then we'll have full on.
Well, no, because we've had
Tunes.
hands-on and we did our little review.
Yeah, but
In case you
I'm
forgot.
using like everything though, not
Yeah,
just
me
like
too, me too.
using
Yeah.
the game one, like playing some
Mhm.
20 minutes of the game. We can get full on. How does it feel in long play sessions? How does it feel with taking the Joy-Cons off because we didn't do that? We forgot.
Yeah.
And like
I
the
might just
UI
break
and
into your
stuff.
house and try them out.
So
No, honestly, that's a good idea.
that's our plan
Yeah.
for the next 3
Okay,
weeks.
everyone, Nathan lives.
No, you can't hear my
Oh,
fan,
you
can
cut
you?
it out. Can't believe you cut it out. No, we can't.
Good.
Also, by the way, yes, our Amazon podcast is auto-updating. Episode 40 is up.
Good.
Right, that's good then.
Nice. Because I do not touch that thing.
I've completely forgot we had that thing until you just mentioned the Spotify, which I also kind of forget about.
Yeah, we never bring it up, so I thought we brought it up once, and I noticed our
Yeah.
listens went up a little bit. So I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay, I'll just put this in here then, so we know every
I've not-
week to mention it.
I've not used
Yeah,
Spotify
it's probably a good
creators
idea.
in months. It's in deep sleep. Jesus, let me reactivate it.
So yeah, so hello Spotify listeners. How you doing?
Hello,
Doing well?
Spotify listeners. We love you.
Hello,
You're my
hello, all
favorite.
0.1 Spotify listener.
But oops, let's not look that post-it note. So yeah, that is
Our latest episode to get activity, like the most recent episode we have that has been given activity is 28. Jesus
we
Christ.
have, we got 6 players on the last one. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
to say we don't ever
Mine
mark
says we got
it.
2.
So
Mine says
oh,
we
it says
got 2.
streams and downloads, but also Spotify plays. I don't know what the fucking difference is.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, nice to see that people use it.
If you're part of our Spotify audience, you guys are my favorite, right?
We love everyone equally.
Tum, tum,
Except for the
tum,
Amazon.
tum.
No, I'm kidding.
All right,
Anyway,
Also
that's
love
all.
the
That's
Amazon,
it for my
yeah.
housekeeping.
Yep.
yes.
Right, I guess let's go on to the thing.
Hold on, I'm all the way at the bottom. Right.
Why?
Starting news this week, we have a bit of Naughty Dog news, which we'll come back around to later. But the first bit is Neil Druckmann confirms Naughty Dog has a second game in development alongside Intergalactic.
Hmm.
What do you guys think it could be?
Last of Us Part 1 remake
No.
remastered.
Possibly.
I think I don't know. I hope it's.
It's entirely possible.
I don't think
I-
it's Last of Us. I hope it's
I
not.
don't think it's Last of Us
It's
either.
Last of Us.
I feel like we'd know.
I think it's could it be Uncharted maybe.
If they
It
port
could
the
be.
other Uncharted games onto a PC, I would be buzzing.
Well, because from the
What are
sounds
the
of
odds it's
this,
another
he's
original
he's
IP?
producing this game. We've got to mention that bit. He's
Yeah.
not
Oh yeah,
directing it.
he's
He's
producing
like
this game.
mentoring and producing over it. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it could be a port. If so, that's a weird way to phrase it. Because from the sounds
Mhm.
of saying we have another game in development, it sounds like that's
Yeah, but think
a
about the
spin-off or something.
headlines which would generate more. This or oh, there's a port in the works.
I guess. Also, it just seemed weird to kind of announce
Yeah.
this on a podcast if there's a state of play rumored to be next month.
Yeah.
Kind of ruining the surprise a little bit there.
We could see something at the state of play. I suppose maybe if it's not, if it is a port, then it seems to be one of those things
I think
that you could just mention in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
it's probably.
True.
I hope it's another Last of Us game. Like kind of like
I hope it is.
um
The
I hope
final
it's
one.
maybe
the
not
final.
part three, but I hope it's like, Below Zero. Like that's not like a
Yeah, they've done that
spin-off.
sequel,
before with Lost
Yeah.
Legacy.
but it's like spin-off.
Yeah,
I'd
Mhm.
like that. I think it's been in the
that's.
talks for a long time. The Tommy
Exploring
game.
another group of
I
survivors.
just
would be
want a
Um,
nice.
Last of Us game.
yeah,
I think
that'd be good as well.
I don't think it's gonna be a new IP because they've already got a new one.
No,
I
I
think
think
if
yeah, they'll be
anything,
working on it to
it's.
collect it.
I think Uncharted is probably. Oh, if it's a fucking Last of Us game, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed because I'm getting quite sick of Last of Us.
Last of Us remake remastered.
No,
Exactly. Isaac gets it.
I
You'd be
hope it's
hired at
another
Naughty
like
Dog.
Lost Legacy style Uncharted game. I think it's really good, and it proves you kind of don't need Nathan Drake to make a good Uncharted game. So that's my hope. Will it be Jack and Daxter? No, it's not Jack and Daxter.
No, that thing's
They don't
dead.
remember that.
I mean,
Yeah, that got hung.
I guess you could say maybe with the success of Astrobot, they might go back to those kind of old school PS2
Maybe.
platformers, and Ratchet and Clank as well.
Just give me back my
So
bloody
Sly Cooper could be back,
Sackboy.
Ratchet could be back,
Give me
maybe
back.
Sackboy.
Give me Sackboy
So-
back.
Although I think
Just put
Sackboy
them
is
in a
long
duo
dead.
game. Put
after
them in
what
a
was
duo
announced.
game for fuck's sake.
But
Not
Don't
gonna
massacre
happen.
my boy.
yeah,
Oh dear.
that's my hopes. Well, there's
Bro,
more
it was
Sony news. Actually, let
Astrobot.
me put this up here as well. There's a lot of Sony news week. A good amount, I'd say. Sorry. With our next thing, Isaac.
Yes, there is a PlayStation event in June that is entirely. I'm reading a tweet here, by the way. There's a PlayStation event in June that's entirely of what I can confirm. No specific dates. Not sure if it's State of Play or Big Boy Showcase, but I can lean towards State of Play. That's it. Anything else is up to speculation. So
We should say that's
that's
from Jeff
interesting.
Grubb,
That'll be fun.
who's a very, very big leaker in the gaming industry. It does feel kind of weird. We normally know State of Plays usually get leaked like a month before,
Yeah.
and we don't know what the season's going to be. A State of Play or a showcase.
Could be a bit of both.
I think they need to choose one or the other. That's what they do both.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I think with the disappointing State of Play they had in February, they've kind of got to pick up the slack. Marathon's not doing great. Fair Games isn't doing great. We kind of don't know what else. They cancelled those live service games last year. If you remember, the God of War game was cancelled live service.
Yeah.
There was something Ben Studios was working on, the Days Gone people, that got cancelled. Ghost of Yotei
Yes.
comes out, so maybe we'll see gameplay.
Yeah.
RE9? Resident Evil? Maybe that could... I don't know. Like, what can
Would
they
do.
show? We don't know what they can show.
I guess we'll find
Yeah.
out.
Well. Yeah. I guess
It's
that's
up
what
in the
we'll
air,
find out.
I think, for Sony this year. Other than, like, Ghost and Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of their big cards have already
Yeah.
been put into play, so there's not really much else.
Yeah, we're just kind of
narrow down.
waiting. Like, Wolverine, we're waiting. Santa Monica, we're waiting. Naughty Dog, we're waiting. So,
Mhm.
Zeros, waiting.
Well, I guess we'll see. In other Sony news, well, PlayStation news, Sony is ending the PlayStation Stars program. I don't know what that is, so
Nathan does.
There's... So, it's like Game Pass point... Oh, no, kind of. If you buy games, you get coins. And then if you get enough coins, you can receive them for, like, a £5 gift card. Or some games. You gotta spend, like, a lot of money, though. I think you can get, like, Stardew Valley on here
Right.
for like I think it's Stardew. Let me check. I know you can get like Rise of the Ronin on here. Um, you can get Squirrel with a gun. Nice.
What game?
Mutant Mayhem. Sorry, Mutant Unleashed, the TMNT game. The Horizon Zero Dawn PS5 upgrade for 12,500 points. Lego Harry Potter. You can get Apex coins. Another Crab's Treasure. Core Keeper. Balloons Tower Defense 6. Stardew Valley. Yep. Balatro. Stellar Blade. Actually, is that the full silver gears? I know you can go like, oh, they removed them. You can get like Helldivers super credits on here as well, but that's gone now.
Yeah.
That's
So
good. Oh, that's cool.
but it's going now. So oh well,
What a shame.
let's see. Nice.
Anyway, moving on. Hideo Kojima, what guy, reveals his next espionage game, Viscent?
Isn't I think.
Isn't. Is 5 to 6 years away. The only note we have for this is I want Kojima to scan my feet, so...
Oh, I didn't even see what you read. Daniel, from edit.
Anyway.
Oh,
Don't delete it.
oh no, I'm just
It's already
kidding.
there.
What do you mean? The only
He
note.
said that after
Yeah.
Svint, he'd like to direct a film.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Hope he enjoys the feet scanning.
Yeah. He always does. He's the Tarantino of the
Yeah.
games industry.
What guy? Anyway,
I love Kojima.
moving on.
Super cool.
Nintendo! We all love him.
Here we do.
Nintendo has
Mm.
announced they will be attending Gamescom 2025. They didn't announce what they'd be showing, but there are rumors of a summer direct a week or two into the Switch 2's released.
Matt, why'd you struggle to read that then?
I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me because I saw the two twos and was like, what?
Like I was like, is he? Can he read? He's illiterate.
But that should be a TWO, not two. But like, okay,
It's just easier to
that'd
type
make
a
more
number
sense.
too, isn't it?
Yeah, sure, bro, sure.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
can't find the original tweet where I saw that. I lost it, but
But yeah, Nintendo stuff.
well, no, we need a Switch 2 direct because they have 4 games: Metro Prime 4,
Mhm.
Pokemon Legends EA, Kirby Air Riders, and the Hyrule Warriors game. No dates. The only thing Pokemon we know is coming out in the fall, and that's it. We have no dates for anything else, so we need a
Yep.
direct to give us dates. And plus, this gives us more trailer footage for other games coming to Switch 2. Get Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Get a bit like the last trailer for that. Maybe see some more Switch 2 games. Well, this is just a Switch 1 direct. I mean, this is Gamescom, so I don't know what this could be. This is 20th to the 24th of August. That's after our 1 year anniversary. Wow.
Hooray!
That's when we started.
Hey,
Because I'm pretty sure Gamescom was our first showcase.
It might have been, you know.
I think it was like the third episode was, or fourth, was Gamescom.
I couldn't
Huh.
tell you. It's been a while and I've been very busy.
It'll be nice, a nice little callback, you know.
They deserve
Yep.
it. Good Nintendo.
Well, in other news, SAG-AFTRA files a lawsuit over Fortnite Darth Vader AI voice. Not
Yep.
surprised, to be honest. I
Yeah,
kind of, it's one of those things.
It's kind of a weird one though, because
do
James Earl
believe-
Jones has given
Yeah.
permission to Disney to use his voice for AI for Darth Vader. For I believe the reasoning is he wants new generations to be able to live the same experience with Vader as
Yeah.
we, the older generation, have, which is a good reason enough.
Yeah.
But obviously there is the whole problems with in the industry trying to replace a lot of talent with AI, which I can get that they want to counter that. But also, I feel like this is one of those rare cases where it should be an exception due to legacy.
Yeah, he literally
Yeah.
said you can do it. I feel
Yeah.
like it's just kind of weird. They're kind of like sticking their nose into something which they don't really need to. Like,
Yeah,
I actually don't. I
So,
don't know on this.
I fully support the movement against like AI replacing talent as
Mm.
a
Oh,
basic,
definitely, yeah.
but this is AI used to prolong talent's legacy.
Yeah, and
So I
he's
feel like,
given
yeah.
permission as well, which I think
Mhm.
is...
Yeah, he's given permission. His family's fine with it. I see no real wrongdoing in this, and I don't see the lawsuit making much progress.
No. I guess we'll see where it leads, but I do think it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, not to mention public opinion on this will be quite low for them, which is something they
Yeah.
do not need.
I don't know what he's saying.
In other semi-relevant Star Wars news, Star Wars Battlefront 2 developers want to get the band back together for Battlefront 3. I've seen loads of stuff on Star
Oh
Wars
yeah, so
Battlefront
much.
2.
You know what's
Um,
weird? I've never played Battlefront 2.
I have.
I have played a bit of it, but I
I
haven't
was
played much.
there
And
when it came out. It was
I used to
ass.
watch all the like
okay,
Zanny's videos of it, and that seemed fun.
It
But
wasn't
I've
great when it
never
came
actually
out.
picked up the controller and played it.
It's good.
the likely reason for them saying this is because the game broke its all-time player count on Steam, and I did see somewhere now, and I don't know how much of a reputable source it is, that over consoles and Steam that it hit a 200,000 player count
Yeah, people were like,
recently.
A very
their
high
servers
number.
are crashing. People can get in.
Yeah.
Let me check
And
Steam
other
chat now.
other devs, however, have said it's unlikely that we'd get Battlefront 3. But I mean, it seems to me that everybody kind of wants a Battlefront 3.
EA doesn't care though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They saw
EA.
Battlefront 2
I
as a
mean,
flop.
like,
What
It's like Titanfall
they've
2.
already offered in
So there we go.
Titanfall 3, so yeah.
So Star Wars Battlefront
yeah.
2, yeah, all-time peak was 17,608. It used to be, I don't know. Again, it's broke it. So yeah,
Great.
yeah. I mean, I was there when Battlefront 2 came out. It was pretty ass. It was so pay to win, and they did fix it. And it is a good game now. It's just they will never make a third game. Like I've accepted the fight that they will never make a third one. If a game flops for
Oh.
EA, that's it. Getting another shot. Titanfall 2, it flopped. We'll never get another one. So, and plus, DICE just makes Battlefield now. So they'll see this and go, okay,
It's
we'll make
hoping
another Battlefield game then.
that you're wrong, but
I hope to
you're
be wrong,
probably not, to be
but
fair.
I don't
Yeah.
care. So, like, they don't give a shit.
So what you're basically saying is it's probably dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly
Well,
add something to hold on.
No matter how.
in other news on dead games, Rayman's coming back.
Yay.
Ubisoft Milan, Mario plus Rabbids,
That's
is
the
seeking
studio.
a talented 3D gameplay animator to be involved in the production of a prestigious AAA title for the Rayman brand. I'm surprised people even know what Rayman is anymore.
I mean, he's in Brawlhalla, Isaac. And that show on Netflix that had a NFT game made, the Laser Hawk thing. Who it was? Have you heard of that show before? The
No.
Captain Laserhawk. I think he like snorts cocaine off of like a cow's ass in that show.
Hmm.
It's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at what Rayman has become. I mean,
This will be great,
it's
guys.
cool that Rayman's coming back, if it is true. The only issue, I mean,
Maybe this gives Sackboy, maybe Sackboy returns, guys.
I think Ubisoft trying to
That'd be
just
so
get
cool.
getting
We
good
need
faith
us.
with people, because I don't think they have many of the games coming out this year. They had Assassin's Creed, and that was it. I don't think they have anything else announced.
Yeah.
Because Outlaws flopped, and then Assassin's Creed did well. I think it's still doing well, but I think this maybe put out smaller titles, like Prince of Persia last year, which a lot of people really liked, and then they shut down the studio. Kind of bring out smaller titles to kind of like keep you afloat a little bit. So, I mean, personally, I think Ubisoft should go under. So, but I guess it's still a Siege.
Yeah, guess we'll
yeah,
see.
it's just a Rayman game. They'll probably never
Yeah,
come out.
Rayman. Doom Dark Ages news here. It's the biggest. I don't know. Is that supposed to say ID or mean IP? I don't know what.
It is the
Id.
software.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Better
that is.
The
But
drop,
id
sorry.
biggest id launch in history. 3 million players already. It only came out earlier this month. Is that correct?
Came out last week,
Yeah, no, it
I
came
believe.
out last
So
week. I still need to play this, but I've just not redeemed my Game Pass yet. Looking forward to it though.
And you got the brainlets on Twitter saying that this game flopped because it's getting 30,000 people playing.
Average
Bro,
Asmund
it was on
Golden
fucking Game
Intelligence.
Pass day one. People playing on Game Pass.
Well, the main culprit's Asmund Goldberg. He is like one of the
Yeah.
biggest degenerates on the internet. So
I mean, the game looks. I haven't played it yet. It does look really cool.
it does look. I've
Does
been
look
wanting
good.
to play it for ages. I've just not got around to it. Well,
Daniel's gone down the rabbit hole here, so I'll let
Yep.
him take this bit away.
No.
Right. Yes, I am the most well-researched member in this group, so it makes sense that mine's overwhelming. Project Orion news. For people who don't know, that is the code name for the Cyberpunk sequel by CD Projekt Red. And earlier this week, we got some news from the creator of the tabletop game, Mike Pondsmith, about the sequel and a brand new city that the game will be taking place in that feels like a Chicago gone wrong. Now, of course, that could be applied to real life Chicago anyway, but it's also gone to mention that Night City is still there, which has led to a very popular theory that there will be two explorable cities within the game. Whether that's true or not, couldn't tell you. He could be saying that, oh, Night City is still in the universe or like relevant, or that you can explore both. Now, that kind of is a bit worrying due to some information we've had in the past. Specifically, it being an Unreal Engine 5 title, which is at the moment notorious for being bad with open world games. I mean, I'm sure. Actually, have either of you two played any UE5 games that are open world?
I don't know what's released in UE5 that I could have played.
I know Claire Obscura is
Uh,
kind of, but even that it's kind of like a toned down open world.
trying to think what games have
It's
I
like a
played that.
micro scale one.
There's
Arc
Fortnite,
Ascended, I think I'm the only one who's played.
I guess that
Uh,
maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm looking at
I don't
games,
think
but I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
think Fortnite's as like expansive as what this could be.
Oh, Black Myth Wukong. I played a bit of that.
Oh yeah, that's open world, yeah, and also
Yeah, I've not
notorious
played any of
Oh,
for
that.
and Mind's Eye. Oh, I
eating
forgot to put the
graphics.
Mind's Eye reviews in here. Okay, I'm putting them in. We're gonna
Yeah,
laugh at
you
these.
put that on while I do the rest of this.
Yeah, it's funny.
But yeah, either way, UE5 is a bit of a worry for open world. However, that does bring me to some other news about UE 5.6, which will supposedly be improving open world performance with its next version. Whether it will, we'll have to see. I'll probably mention it if it does, just because it's important for the gaming industry. But yeah, obviously some other news we have had in the past about this game is it's being handled by CDPR North America in order to, quote, try and capture more of that American punk feel and make it more accurate. And obviously, there's employees such as Dan Hernberg, who has worked at Amazon Games, and I believe he was also a director on Apex Legends, which is not the best
Go
news.
Erd, go Erd. I'm kidding.
And then like Ryan Bernard, who was a game director at Ubisoft, Alan Villani, who worked at Warner Bros. Games, Anna Mergel, who wrote in titles such as Frontiers of Pandora and Control, which I know is a game that you're fond of,
Control,
Isaac.
control, control.
And then Alexander Freed, who was a former lead writer at BioWare. And then some other job
Cool.
descriptions like that indicate a multiplayer mode, first person, and even more realistic crowd AI. But yeah, that's all my right, actually no, there's a bit more, hold on. Going back to the Chicago theory, well not theory, but news. So a user has pointed out that an in-game sign in the game existing advertises a travel from Chicago to Night City service coming in 2080, leading speculation that that will be the earliest year the game will take place. My personal theory is it'll be 2084. I don't know, that just feels right. I couldn't tell you why, it's a feeling. But yeah, we'll see. The cyber psychosis is kicking in, so let's get on to the next category. Oh dear.
That's great. Um, right, yeah, Nathan.
So,
Yeah, you.
we mentioned the not great state of play back in February, and the game that they announced at that state of play was Mind's Eye. This is from a former Rockstar dev, Leslie Benzies, and some other Rockstar devs. Sorry if you could hear someone shouting then, that's my sister and a friend in the
Mhm.
don't know what they're doing. Probably doing TikTok videos. But yeah. The trailer looked mid as hell and super generic. And people got to play the game, and it turns out the game is super generic and mid. So
Badly optimized.
some previews we have. A quick rundown. So, reportedly a broken mess filled with bugs, a 15-hour long story, which, okay, cool. Driving feels very stiff. The cutscenes look great and well animated. I think that's like the only positive. Enemy encounters lacked depth, and enemies just run at the player. combat generally feels fine, very GTA-esque. So I'm guessing like the auto aim for like in Rockstar games they normally have. Arcadia is the content creation mode that you get into by stepping into a portal, only available for PC at launch. Arcadia can be used to build encounters around the map. I don't know what this is. The developers seem to hint that the main city, Red Rock City, doesn't have much content and will be filled post-launch, which means this
That
game is
terrible.
launching unfinished.
So this is essentially
And
just launch Cyberpunk, but minus the source.
yeah, and then they said previewing the game
Dear
should be
God.
delayed. So this
Yeah.
game's releasing on June 10th. And
Ooh,
they're saying we're gonna update the city later. That is
that is a
horrible. That is
Yeah,
so
that's a great
bad.
idea. Great
They
idea.
deserve to be pointed and laughed at. Like
Sorry.
you got rid of my funny picture. Oh, my PNG, man. My stock
I
image
just
people
got rid of
laughing.
all the stuff.
But
Man.
yeah, this game looked ass, and it is ass. So wow, don't buy this game.
Mm.
If you do,
Mhm.
you're either rich or an idiot. So
Don't worry, guys. I'll buy it,
yeah.
play 3 hours, and then refund it.
Also, it's 2 hours.
No, I think
For
the
Steam.
refund limit's 4 hours, so
I thought it was
3
2.
hours is the safe one.
At
At least on Steam it is. I don't know about
oh, that's what I thought it
console.
was. So yeah, don't pre-order this. It looks ass. Like, even from that trailer, it looked so generic. It was just like it looked like a fucking Cyberpunk clone, and it is. It's copying Cyberpunk's launch. Like, bro,
Instead,
how?
you should just buy Cyberpunk.
So just
Banging
buy
game.
Expedition. So
And
if you're
that.
gonna play a
Buy
new game
them
from this
both.
year,
Buy
like,
them
just
both.
buy that. Or June 10th. Buy fucking anything else. Maybe we'll sell song by then. Buy that.
You'll buy a
So
McDonald's instead. It'll be a better spend
yeah,
of your money.
everyone point and laugh at the funny shit game. Haha.
Mhm.
That's it. That's it for Mind's Eye.
I love the Cyberpunk launch clone without any source.
It's just like, how'd you fuck up so
Well,
bad, man?
That's great. Film news now.
Yes.
Ban fucking hell,
Bandai Namco.
Come on, bro.
Oh my god, you
US.
cannot read.
Bandai Namco US.
Bandai
That's
Namcus.
what's confusing.
Have you never heard?
Bandai
Anyway.
Namcus.
Have you never played a Bandai
this
Namco
says-
game?
I
Jesus.
have.
you
It's just
played
the
Elden
US
Ring.
on the end was confusing me, bro. I was
Yeah,
like,
we can
where's
see
that
the
coming from?
logo.
I didn't what? I
Isn't
don't know
that the
that.
icon?
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, point is that they're apparently thrilled to announce that Entertainment Inc. and A24 are teaming up with a writer and director Alex Garland to bring FromSoft's Inc. world-renowned video game Elden Ring to life as a live-action film. What? Why is there 12,000 pictures of Freddy on the slides, bro?
Maybe the slides wasn't the best idea. So yeah, so it's an Elden Ring movie.
Moving it around for you to read.
They shouldn't be making this. If they were if
Yeah.
you had to make an Elden Ring, like Bandai was gonna go bankrupt, it should have been an anime.
Yeah. I just
The
want to
fights will look so
say
much
I
better.
tried to mention this last week, but Nathan said, no, it's just a rumor. No, don't bother.
Well, the sources didn't look very reliable,
But you too, Nathan.
and I said that I was
Well, I
wrong.
guess it was.
But,
I
like,
guess it was, Nathan.
Anyway, the fact that's not the point. Is the fact that
Yeah.
why live action?
Even one of my lecturers is like one of the biggest fan. I think I had to ask my other one, who's also a big fan of Elden Ring. But the one I did ask, he is not too keen on the idea because he says it'll either do really well or it'll flop. There's no in between.
Like Alex Garland is a good director, I won't deny that. But like, they should have been an anime. If it's an anime, you have no limitations. Like
Yeah.
the character designs in Elden Ring are fucking
I'm
insane.
assuming they
And you
just
can do cool
they
fights.
just chose live action for like the tone and like gritty kind of feel for
But
it.
even then, I think you could just do that better in an anime.
No, because that takes a long
So-
time animating in.
I mean,
Like,
or they
well-
just don't make this. So
Yeah.
that could be the good point. Like the character designs are gonna look bad. I just think,
Yeah.
and the boss I
I
it's
wouldn't be surprised.
like if it's about like Elden Ring, people aren't playing that for the story. I've seen people say, oh, maybe they could base this on like certain characters' backstories, which I don't know the Elden Ring lore, but
I don't because it's so hard to get
like-
find around.
I don't know why they don't just make this, and then two, just make an anime. Then you're not limited by anything. You can have
Yeah, I
really
do
cool
think anime
action
would
set
make more
pieces.
sense.
Like Castlevania does that, and it looks awesome, that show. So I don't know why they just do this. Or they just didn't make it. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yep.
Ben, what was it gonna come out?
On the topic of other movies which are going to be loads of fun, Avengers Doomsday, hooray! Um, there's a lot of news for this actually.
Yep. I say
So,
we start with the bottom left.
bottom left. Um, bottom left. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday has been pushed back from May 5th to December 18th, 2026, which means Secret Wars has been pushed from May 5th, I assume 2026 to December 17th, 2027.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's no this movie's
But
being finished by next year. No, this time next year. Yeah,
yeah.
that stuff they're chucking into it.
But that does create an interesting thing. You guys, I'm sure, remember Barbenheimer.
Yes.
We have Doomsday with Avengers Doomsday and Dune Messiah, which I probably will want to watch both, so that'll be fun.
I've never watched the other Dune movies, not Doom.
I
Dune.
love Doom.
Yes, I will be watching Dune instead. I mean, I'm excited for Doomsday, but excited for the fact like I kind of want to see what they're gonna do. Like this, it sounds really intriguing, but like I won't say I'm like fucking hyped off my tits. Whereas Dune Messiah, that shit's gonna be peak. Like
Oh yeah, that is gonna be Pete.
Villeneuve does not miss. I will probably go watch that instead if I had to choose one of them. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you
Fair
also
enough.
say
I'm
about
gonna
Secret
quickly.
Wars? I think you did.
Yes, I
Yeah.
said about Secret Wars.
That's quite cool.
I'm
that
gonna
they're
just
releasing around the same time.
quickly blitz through the rest of the
Oh
stuff
wait,
that's here because there's loads.
I also forgot. This means
Oh.
that Spider-Man 4 releases before Doomsday,
Yeah.
which
Oh, okay.
I thought you'd have put that on. 'Cause it was like
Um,
the last thing
I
we
feel like
sent
I
about this
did.
in the group.
I must have put it on and deleted it because I definitely did put it on here somewhere.
Other
But
than the Domino thing, that was like the most recent thing we had.
yeah, I must have put it on
Oh
and
no, the
deleted it and not
Doomsday.
realized. Which means, well, what is Spider-Man? Could Spider-Man 4 be the ground level story then?
Hopefully,
Because it
but
doesn't come out.
I
It
have
comes up
no
before.
clue because we got mixed rumors with like one regarding Sadie Sink and playing him
Hmm.
like Tobey Maguire's daughter. Another which is like, oh, it's being rewritten and like, well, it's been rewritten
Hmm.
to be more ground. Like, we don't know
I've seen stuff
anything.
about he's not wearing. I've seen stuff where he's wearing the end of No Way Home suit, or stuff where he's not wearing that suit. And
Yeah.
it's like,
I just hope we get something at Comic Con about it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
probably
was.
will.
I think Spider-Man was on the poster that they put out.
Yeah.
And
But
plus
then
that movie
again,
comes out soon.
Spider-Man's been on a lot of posters, and then we
Although,
get no Spider-Man news.
when
Just
is
look at the start of our podcast, and we talked about like Spider-Man, and then nothing got announced regarding Spider-Man.
yeah, when is San Diego Comic Con actually?
I
San
don't know. I was
Diego.
gonna Google that before the episode, but I completely
Because
forgot
if
when I
Spider-Man's
went on
gonna
my
be
side
there, they start
research
filming
thing.
this. Oh no. Huh. Okay, we'll probably get like a story details then because
Yeah,
this movie doesn't start filming until August of this year. So
which does mean that that rewrite thing could entirely be possible,
Yeah.
maybe.
and possibly another delay.
Well,
We'll
we
see.
still have loads of news, so I'll bring
Mhm.
us back around.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read them all out, and because there's a lot. So, apparently, they'll need to generate $2 billion to break even on Doomsday. Ryan Gosling, this is only a rumor, is being eyed for Ghost Rider. The rest of Phase 6 will be announced at Comic Con. Garfield will not be in the movie. Now, I'm assuming that's Andrew
Not
Garfield
the
and
cat.
not Lauren Cat. Yelena will reportedly be part of Sam Wilson's Avengers team in Doomsday. The return of Psylocke. Wolverine will kill someone important. Elizabeth Olsen as Good Scarlet Witch. Robert Downey Jr. as multiple characters, including Iron Man, and Chris Evans as multiple characters,
Which
including Captain America.
Yeah. This comes
Evil Captain America.
this comes from the Marvel Comics writer Chris Claremont. He was doing like a panel and said this.
Yeah. I wonder. I've seen a popular theory. Does anyone know of the line "No more mutants"?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Basically, that's one of the most powerful like displays of Scarlet Witch's powers, where she essentially erases mutants from the timeline by just uttering "No more mutants." Someone's got a theory: no more multiverse.
Good. No
Oh.
more MCU.
That
Kills the MCU.
that would be a way to
Cinephiles.
reboot, and that they make even more remakes.
I
But
think I
Or maybe
wouldn't
just like
mind if Secret Wars reboots the entire universe.
I wouldn't
And
mind, but I'd also like them. I wouldn't mind if they used it as an opportunity to just do more solo movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, they've kind of done that, but they don't do very well. Like
Yeah,
they had loads of like just random single projects, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Most
I
of
think
them
I'm just
are
kind
dookie
of
anyway.
bored of the MCU now. Like I would not mind a massive full-on reset
yeah.
everything
Because there's way
and
too
then
much
bring in
they're
the
wanting
X-Men.
to do now.
Yeah, if they full blank slate, then introduce the X-Men, pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, I'll say that for that one, and then you can say the last
Yeah.
one.
I also want to
Uh,
reiterate
yeah.
that it was Garfield the cat that will not be
Oh,
appearing,
Oh,
voiced
okay.
by
yeah.
Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Um,
God.
and the first look at Doomsday will be revealed in July at San Diego Comic-Con. It will either be an exclusive teaser trailer or screenshots from the movie. And the
Keep an eye
last
on
thing
Twitter,
is
people.
Domino, the woman in I don't know who plays it,
Deadpool 2.
but the
She's in
woman
Deadpool
in
2.
Deadpool 2, who's the lucky woman, has
Mhm.
reportedly been spotted on the Avengers Doomsday set.
Yeah,
So
someone broke into the set, or
Yeah,
onto the set. Sorry.
not surprised.
he's not been heard from in like 4 or 5 days. So rest in peace. The mouse got to him.
Definitely got arrested.
Been
That,
put
that man
down
was
anyway.
definitely been arrested.
The mouse sends his
We
regards.
now have, I would say, the most important news of the year. Um,
Ah,
Skibbity Toilet Michael Bay
fuck's
movie.
sake.
Like this is gonna be so good. You guys already know.
No, I hate Michael
Um,
Bay films already.
yeah. What the hell are they doing, bro?
He announced this was an AI generated trailer, and then I'm pretty sure it was an AI generated poster as well that he put out. It's like, and he's like, "Oh no, don't worry, guys, we're not using AI in the film." You kind of, you definitely will.
Yeah.
You're using it for the promotional stuff. It's not like you're not going to use it
Yeah.
for that. I mean, Marvel's using it for posters now. It's weird. I don't
I mean, are
know.
we really bothered? It's the Skibbity Toilet movie.
But
Nah, I mean it'll be goated.
this
Trust.
film's going to be so ass.
It'll be fine.
Just,
Anyway,
I hate Michael Bay films.
Hmm.
another actually good news this time. Johnny Depp is in having negotiations with Disney, reprising his role as Captain Jack Sparrow, confirmed by an unnamed Disney senior executive.
Senior Disney executive.
Hmm. Yeah, he's obviously remained
Whatever.
anonymous to the report, but he revealed that to the press, and this is all via the Wealth article. I
But
just
that'd be
saw this and
cool.
thought it's a kind of a mixed bag because one, I'm kind of fed up with them doing more Pirates movies, but
Because
at
of an
the same
ass.
time, I'm glad that they're not replacing Johnny Depp because he's like the most enjoyable part of these movies. Like Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow is literally the only reason to watch the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
kind of
last
a
one was so
mixed
bad.
bag. Yeah, there's good elements to this news, bad elements to this news. Either way, I'm just glad Johnny Depp might be back.
Mm.
So I
Yeah,
can't see
I
anyone
guess
else
we'll
playing
see.
What the fuck?
it. Mhm.
Sorry, I'm reading our next news thing.
Yeah,
Did it
I
just
saw this
happen?
I
just
don't have
I
you
saw
guys
this
watched
just as weird.
Final Destination films?
I've
Either
I've
of you guys
seen
seen the
watched?
clip. My mum
end of
loves
the
them.
one where it's the log
Yeah.
like going through the
My
canal.
mum
That's
loves
Yes,
the
all
Final
I've
I
seen.
Destination
have watched all of them up to like four. They're fun films. They're not good, but they're fun films.
Mm.
Apparently, Final Destination Bloodlines is supposed to be good, but
Mm.
I hear the
the
ending.
news
Mm.
the news we've got here is that a ceiling collapsed during a Final Destination Bloodlines screening in Argentina.
Mm.
Apparently, one woman was injured. Um, however,
Jesus.
we
Why
have
is
no
this?
update
This is like
on
the second time this year this has
whether.
happened. It happened during
Mhm.
Captain America 4, but thankfully no one goes to see that film,
That
so
was in
no
an
one.
American state, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it happened to
This one's
another
in
one
Argentina.
before that. I can't remember
Yeah.
what it was for though.
Cinemas, check your infrastructure. Come on now.
Yeah, this is kind of
This is
worrying.
worrying. And what a fitting movie for that to happen to you, I guess. That's one hell of a story to bring to the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Hopefully she's all right, and I'm wishing her a swift recovery.
yeah.
That's it is a bit worrying
But
though.
yeah, I
Like this is
literally
the second
saw
time.
this as we started recording the episode, so I just quickly threw it on there.
But like, I want to see like how old are these cinemas? I'm surprised none of the cinemas collapsed during Minecraft movie. Honestly, but like, no shit
No,
was going
yeah,
off.
actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
So
maybe that's what weakened them.
maybe. But
the Minecraft
two
effect.
times a ceiling has collapsed in a cinema this year. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, one of them was for a film that no one went to go see.
Yeah.
So,
which is
Thankfully,
fine.
that movie
And at least
wasn't
it
good.
only injured one person.
and then,
It's still
yeah,
horrible, of course, but at least it was only one person.
Yeah, and it says injured, not killed, so that's good news.
mm,
Yeah.
All we can do is pray for a recovery and hope that more cinemas actually start checking their structure. We're going to end up on one of these fucking articles someday, lads.
Yeah. At least we get any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. We just got to make
Anyway,
sure we're repping the AFK merch
wait, hang on.
coming
He
soon.
took her
Trust us.
daughter.
exactly.
Ooh,
So
I thought
I'm
you
reading
thought.
the. Okay, this is a Daily Mail article. I
Unfortunately.
am reading the wrong fucking article.
Nathan is going down the rabbit hole. Whilst Nathan does that, we'll move on
Well,
to
no, because
TV
it
news
just
this
said that
week.
she took her 11-year-old daughter to see the Final Destination film.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. Hey, traumatize them
Yeah,
while they're young, you know.
Yeah. Anyway,
exactly.
Road
TV
safety 101.
news. Everyone's
literally just
favorite
Last of Us,
show
I
at the
think.
minute,
Oh, the two.
Last of Us stuff. So something which I'm sure most people are kind of upset about, and I personally think it's a bit silly. But Neil Druckmann has confirmed that the Fireflies could have made a cure, which I do think is a bit of a. I think doing that has kind of is removed a bit more of the philosophical thing. It's kind of removed the debate a bit, I think, and I think that was why one at the end of the first game obviously was considered to be really, good
Yeah.
because it is
I
kind of
will
that question.
continue to treat Matt Pat's video as the canon, not this. I don't
Hey,
care what his role is.
Yeah. Um, that's fine anyway. But Craig Mazin, the showrunner, I believe, for most of season two and all of season one,
he
or for
directs a lot of the
most of it anyway.
episodes.
Yeah. He says he needs a season four to finish the story of the game. And a quote from him says, "There's no way to complete this narrative in the third season. Hopefully, we'll earn our keep enough to come back and finish it." I
Just
disagree.
ignore the fact we made it in a 25-hour game.
Mhm.
Yes.
um,
I think the problem. I was discussing this with my mom actually, because she's been watching it, and I think the problem is that in the game, they have just a lot more ability to flesh out characters, whereas in the show they kind of haven't done a good job with that. I mean, with some characters, I believe Joel and Dina they've done great, but I feel like we've barely seen anything of Jesse. All spoilers by the way here, Nathan.
what, sorry? Oh, 2 seconds then. Hang on.
Spoilers.
Yeah, just disappear and I'll message you.
No, hang on. I'm gonna stick it out so I can write down. Skip 3 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
he's gone now. I'll message him
Um.
in a bit.
Yeah, I don't think they need four seasons. I feel like in the game they did a much better job of fleshing out Jesse. Maybe in this last episode they'll do it all, but it's one episode, which will be primarily focusing on wrapping up the story for this season. With Abby going to the theater and Ellie going to the aquarium. I think a lot of the stuff with Tommy, I do like the stuff with Tommy, defending Jackson at the start of the season, but I feel like in the game it's done much better with him in Seattle. Um, I don't know if you know this, Daniel, but in the game he gets the name the Ghost of Seattle, which I think is just such a cool name, and he kills so many WLF just out of pure spite and revenge.
Oh yeah.
In the show, he's not really done that. Hopefully, we'll see that in the last episode, but like I said, it's one
Yeah, I've been
episode
hearing
to
about
get a
that.
lot in.
I've been hearing that he's been very toned down. I mean, a lot of the emotional sequences feel like they've been incredibly toned down from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Like from what I've seen as well, like with the obviously the golfing clip, that was just
Yes.
incredibly like watered down in my opinion and not done as well as in the game.
One thing I will say, as I really do like the actor that plays Tommy. I just think he's a great actor. I don't know. Maybe that's just like,
Underutilized.
yeah, I definitely agree. But yeah, I don't think there's it's necessary for a season four. I just think that they're dragging it. I understood
Are you
2 seasons
surprised?
for part two. No, but I understood 2 seasons for part two because it kind of is two different like stories in one game, if you
Mhm.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I like that aspect of it. I think season three will hopefully be better than season two. I feel like
Gets
some
into the like
people will be
the meat
more
on the bone.
moving past the whole "oh, I don't like Abby, she killed Joel" sort of stuff. So
Yeah, it could be a good way of breaking it up.
yeah,
You do get
and then
that privilege
again,
of the break. Because I mean, we've
I
had
don't
this
know.
debate a million times about the structure.
Yeah,
But
uh,
no, we'll see.
yeah. I think it'll be. I think they'll do it justice. I will mention this later when I do my episode reviews, but
Yeah.
um, the most recent episode I really enjoyed, whereas the ones before that I didn't. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's necessary, but I think they'll make it okay at best.
Mm.
But yeah, that's really all I
No,
have to say. So I'll summon
yeah, oh,
Nathan
you
back.
shouldn't have put that. You shouldn't have put that. We should have just done the rest of the episode without him.
It
Oh,
doesn't
that
seem
was a
so
good idea.
ominous. Return.
Return,
Arise.
boy.
Arise.
Oh, that's
Erect.
something we forgot to mention, Nathan.
Oh,
Idiot. Literally happened today.
blocked it
Oh,
out of my mind. I was so sad about what lost.
I'll just go put a bunch of shit on the thing while you do this thing.
Isaac, Cock animated series.
Yes, cock. I love cock. Clash of Clans is great. Well, it's a good game. Um, an animated series. I think it's Netflix, isn't it? Netflix animated
Yeah.
series.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Feels so late.
Um,
I don't know why they're doing it now.
and I'm sure it'll probably be good. I don't know if you guys have watched the Clash of Rama shorts on YouTube,
I've seen a
but
few of them.
I like them. They're fun to watch. But but yeah, it's just really a mention. We don't really have much on it, so
I mean, if anything, it just seems
just
too late. Like,
yeah, it's been like 15 years since the
yeah,
game
I feel like
release.
this is something that should come out around like 2013 or something.
Yeah, well,
So,
anyway,
Keep yapping, hold on, keep yapping. I'm not done with this
but
yet.
well, yeah, I'm sure it'll be
well, I
fun.
mean, I just have the
Hopefully
anime
we get
awards up
Archer
now,
Queen
so
feet.
next.
Yeah. Hopefully we just get all the good stuff.
I'm just doing like the key
The
ones on,
who,
hold
Isaac?
on.
The Archer Queen. Oh, I've not played. I mean, I
Archer
have
Queen
played Clash of Clans. I
feet.
don't remember a single thing about it.
Yeah, just yeah. Hopefully we get Archer Queen feet.
Oh, sorry. Wait. What? Wait.
Uh,
Nathan's just clocked what you said.
I know that's why I kept saying it because bro was taking
Because
forever.
I'm looking at the
Mhm.
anime awards
You know,
winners.
I'm just throwing like some
So
bunch of them on real quick.
it's like, well,
If
sorry,
you
it's
want to start
so
reading them out,
laggy. So
if
I
you
don't
want to
know
just
what
like
this
read them
is.
out now.
well, I'll
This
read
is
them then.
the Crunchyroll Anime
So the
Awards.
Crunchyroll Anime Awards
Sorry.
happened
Hosted
last
today.
night for Japan and this morning for us.
Hmm.
And the winner of Anime of the Year was Solo Leveling Season 1, not Season 2. I've not looked at the internet's reaction. Sam is very annoyed because he thinks Free Run should have won, which I thought Free Run was going to win because of how beloved Free Run is, and I know it's like the highest rated anime on my anime list. So, but Solo Leveling won. I will say, I even said this. I do think Season 2 hype carried over into the voting.
Oh yeah,
So,
most definitely.
which, yeah. But anyway, anime film of the year. Look Back, as it should have done. Look Back is one of the best films I saw that released last year. It's haunting. It's beautiful. Fujimoto, one of the best to ever do it. Global Impact Award, Attack on Titan. Suck his dick more. Why don't you like? What the fuck was even this? What?
What?
This feels like the kind of Oscars
The,
honorary
glo-
awards.
the global impact. Well, this is the
Yeah,
first one they've ever introduced,
yeah.
so they thought they'd give it to Attack on
So
Titan due to its impact.
best
Obviously,
continuing
close
anime.
impact.
Demon Slayer season 5. Everyone I've seen talk about the show, this season, sorry, says it's mid, filler,
I've heard
boring.
very bad things about it,
One Piece
including
should have
from the
won this.
thriller end.
Egghead, up to that point, was peak. Great fights, the story was getting really good, the animation was stunning for a weekly show. Demon Slayer only won because it's Demon Slayer.
The only anime I'd watched in that nominee list was Spy Family.
Like
So I haven't watched
One
that
Piece
far
should
in
have
My
won that.
Hero, and I haven't watched One Piece.
It was
I
peak
haven't watched
Egghead.
Demon Slayer because I'm into it. Bleach, I've also not even started. And Oshino, is that the Idol one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I thought Spy
Yeah,
Family season
no.
2 was, but I didn't finish. I thought it was fine. I think I got
I
burnt
enjoyed
out on
it.
Spy Family because I binge watched like the entire first season and then
Mhm.
like half of season 2, and I thought this show was too much Spy Family. Maybe I'll go back to it for season 3 in the film, but Best
I'm
new
looking
anime
forward to speaking to him.
series, Solo Leveling won. I think this was pretty pointing us like to the exact same nominations. If
Hmm.
yeah, if Solo Leveling won that, then it was gonna win Anime
Yeah,
of
I
the
think
Year.
Sam also said that in the
Oh, it was me.
group chat.
Oh, Angela.
What was it?
I know I said
I just
that.
saw the notifications.
Best original anime, Ninja Kamui. People say that got really bad after the first episode. Like that horror show that I can't remember what it was called on Crunchyroll. The first episode was really good, and then it fell off.
Oh, I know exactly what you're on about.
It
It's the
starts
one
with
with
an
like
O,
the
I
weird
think.
smile.
Yeah.
Oh
It
my
was
God,
also
we
released
talked
on
about it before.
Adult Swim, like Ninja Kamui was as well.
Hmm.
No, not the best trend. I can't remember what it's called. No, not Otinoka. That's the Dandadan opening. I think it's out with an
Yeah.
O.
Okay. Let me go. Hold
2024
on.
horror
Yeah, you Google it while I
anime.
keep putting all these results on.
Uzumaki. Sorry,
There's a
it's
lot of them.
Uzumaki. There we go.
Uzumaki, that's it.
Fell off.
Whenever I hear that, I just think Naruto because that's his fucking surname.
Best animation, Demon Slayer 1. Honestly, no One Piece here. That's stupid. Kaiju number 8, that is the most standard animation ever. One Piece should have been there instead of Kaiju number 8. Honestly, do not get the glaze for that show. Character designs, Dandadan 1. Okay. Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
I like the designs. It
the
Dandadan,
aliens
so
are quite nice. Yeah, the
yeah.
aliens are like very unique.
Best director was I cannot read that. Let me pull this up on here. Was those I think
If you
that
want me
ever
to
to
try
load.
pronouncing it,
Oh no, I can't read it.
I've put them all on the thing.
Heichiro Saito for Free Ren. I might butcher that. Um, yeah, I believe who was he? I can't read that either. Let me pull the website. Here we go.
What?
I'm trying to read who the nominations are.
How
Because I
small is your
think
like Google Slides, bro?
I have it. I don't have it full screen. I don't full screen it.
Oh, why not?
I just Megami Ishitani, One Piece fan letter. I love. I think that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I would have loved if she won. I think her commitment to One Piece needs to be recognized. But hey, get forget I guess. Best background art, Free Run again. Best romance anime, Blue Box. I really want to watch Blue Box. The show looks quite good.
I've not heard of it before. This is the first time
Scott
actually
Pilgrim
seeing it,
being
but
shown
maybe.
was surprising because I did not think that was an
Yeah, no, I
anime.
didn't expect that.
I thought that was made in France. That's what I read. So
I have no
it's not.
clue. The only French thing I know is Arcane
Yeah.
and Claire Obscur,
Was
actually. Yeah.
best comedy series? We had Mashal. Um. Yeah. Okay.
I've not watched that.
Best
My brother has.
action, Don to Don. Best isekai was ReZero season 3, which I've seen a few episodes. Like I liked it.
I know you watched it 'cause you like the
Sam
fucking
loves
Catboy.
yeah, because I liked Sleepy, who's an Overwatch streamer. If you don't know who that is. So best isekai. Sam also really likes ReZero. He was happy about that. Free Run won best drama anime. Best slice of life. McKinney to marry losing heroines. Wait, heroines? Not heroines. That's not what that says. What does that
I'm
say?
keen too many losing heroines.
Heroines. Okay, I was kind of close.
It's like just hero but female.
Yeah. Best main character Sung Jin Woo. Best main bland character. Oh yeah. Best supporting character was Fern from Free Ren.
Bro thinks he did something.
Uh,
Lord thinks he did
my
something.
favorite supporting character is Sung Jin Woo's mom and Sung Jin Woo's friend. Most protected at all cost character was Anya. Okay. Best anime song was Otanoke. Again. Sorry, no, best opening. That's what I'm about. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that one. That was good.
it is good.
I
It's on
think
my
yeah,
playlist.
the fucking
So.
Youngblood songs in here.
Yeah, it
No.
was nominated, yes.
Best anime score was Solo Leveling. Best anime opening was
Dakaria carried that
Otanoke
track.
by
Uh-huh.
for Dandadan.
Yeah,
Personally,
by Creepy
Us is better.
What we got?
There is so
Of
much
course, the One Piece fan
chucked
says
into
that.
that. No,
The one I don't think
honestly,
deserve. I don't know what the hype is behind this opening, but Level for Solo Leveling Season 1 ain't it. I didn't like that
just
opening.
because it was popular, probably.
Yeah.
I
Season
think
2 is
fucking
much better.
Abyss was the Youngblood Kaijin
Yeah,
Ray
this is
opening was
the
in there.
Youngblood
That's
one.
so. It's all like CGI and it looks really ugly.
At least we get the Doncaster rep.
Yeah, but no, the One Piece opening was peak. The amount of shit chucked into that, and the music was a banger. That
I don't know
just
if you
watch
showed
it.
me this one at
It's
this point.
stunning.
Yeah.
And then best anime ending sequence was Request from Solo Leveling.
That is a banger.
Oh, there's
I
more.
like the ending.
Um,
3 more that I think.
best
Was
voice acting performance, from the Japanese shows is I can't read. I know just
Ayuki as Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries.
I've heard good stuff about that show. I know Sam really
Yeah.
likes it.
Mhm.
Um,
No surprise, English
yeah,
is
best English
Alex
voice
Lee.
actor Alex Lee is Sun Jin Woo, Tressa
Hmm.
Leveling, and
I
then
like that
best
guy's TikTok.
voice performance from German. I also do love him. He's great. For
But
German
I've mentioned this one.
was David
Daniel
Schlouch.
Schlaus.
Oh, Daniel Slouch,
That's,
sorry, as Luffy.
that's everyone's
Um,
mistake.
because I
That
couldn't see it.
Daniel
It was
thing.
just like see some more. Sorry. I do not like his Luffy's voice. I think Luffy's voice only works in the Japanese version. I, I don't like his. I think his English voice is fine, but no,
I just thought
his
the
best
same thing Nathan
performance
could win.
is the Japanese voice. I will only ever read Luffy's voice in his Japanese voice. Like it's it's kind of like SpongeBob, you know, like you can't hear anyone else voice SpongeBob except Tom Kenny. So it just sounds weird if anyone else voices him. So yeah, cool, I guess. That's
Is
the
it
anime
my
awards.
turn now?
Now it's time for
Yeah, I think
Isaac's
that finishes
Last
the
of Us
Anime
review.
Awards. What do you guys think of Anime Awards? Anyway, let's go.
Yeah,
Hooray! Hooray!
the only good thing that won was Look Back. Peak. Isaac, go bitch about Last of Us season 2 for the
The
seventh
first we're
time.
starting with Walking Dead Dead City. Okay, first
Oh,
we're starting with Walking Dead Dead
for the
City. Oh, I don't
one
have much
Walking
on
Dead fan.
this. It was you know what? This show is like
Ass.
it's improved from the first season. I will admit. I've only watched the second episode. I need to catch up. I'm like 2 episodes behind, but that's not important. I actually wrote down my likes and dislikes. There's not many, so don't worry. My only dislike so far is that all the Maggie stuff, which is like half the episode, and the New Babylon stuff, I don't really give a fuck about. I don't care about Herschel. I don't care about Ginny. Uh, I don't care about. I don't even know what his name is. The guy that was in the first season who works for New
Well, we're
Babylon.
not gonna
I don't
know.
fucking know. Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know what his name is. He was a main character in the first season. Like, I don't know. I think it's John. Probably is John Walking Dead. But
Shut up.
but yeah. Um, then one thing I do want to mention, which I sort of picked up on in the first season, but it's been played more into in the second season, and I do really like it. It's like the classical art and music symbolism that the show presents of like rebirth and stuff like that, because you know they're starting to rebuild sort of civilization, um, and they're going to war with each other and stuff. I do like that stuff. Most of it goes over my head because I don't understand it, but you know, it's nice that the symbolism's there in the background. On top of that, the church violin scene with I think the violin guy is called Victor. I really like that guy. He's only been 2 episodes of the show, but I just really like him. So when spoilers, by the way, I should have said this earlier, but
I don't think
spoilers.
anyone's watching this show, Isaac.
No, me neither. When that stupid ass old woman cut his throat, I was sad. Um, and the main like so far of this show, Negan. Having old Negan back is goated. It's really good. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, thumbs up actor. Anyway,
Get ready for my worm arrival.
yes,
Hey, that's a lot.
Last of Us season 2 episode 6. I actually have good things to say about this episode. More good things than bad things. The only negative thing I've got written down is Ellie. I will admit, I'm not really a fan of Ellie this season. Spoilers again, by the way. I don't know if you guys care, but
I don't care about Last of Us as a show, bro. I
okay.
will stick with the games. I like
The
season
way they
one.
reveal, the way Ellie finds out that Joel lied to her, is not as good as in the game. I don't think. Um, Again, I always say this, and I just want to make it clear: nothing against Bella Ramsey. It's just the writing. I just don't think Ellie is written very well. There you go. But I have quite a few likes. So the opening scene to this episode is Joel and Tommy as kids with Tony Dalton, who plays Lalo Salamanca, um, as their father. So I really enjoyed the opening scene. I think it was really good, and there's a nice callback at the end of the episode, which I'll get to in a minute. But it was really good. Tony Dalton, goated actor. But yeah, thumbs up. The next scene we got, which I thought we'd get at the start of the season, is the "If I Ever Were to Lose You" scene where Joel sings to Ellie. We got that this episode. It's a flashback episode entirely, I believe. Going back to when Ellie was 14 up to 19. It kind of jumps year by year throughout the episode, so it's good. And the Joel and Eugene story in the woods, I really liked that. It was completely new to the show, but very good. Most of the new show stuff, the new
Stuff.
show story stuff is very interesting. Like I said, with the Tommy stuff and the WLF stuff, it's just honestly Ellie, which is just not
I would also like to
doing it
point
for
out, I don't know
me.
if you have, this is the only episode this season directed by Neil Druckmann, I believe. I don't think it's
I
directed
was
anymore.
gonna point that out at the end, but yes, um,
Wow, the best
Joel
one.
is the best character in the show. I will admit, Pedro Pascal does an absolute masterclass at the end of the episode. Um, the ending porch scene is really good. Um, even Ellie actually makes sense in this scene, which is great. The music as well. It gave me flashbacks to the end of part two. When there's Joel on the porch. Obviously, this is supposed to be that scene for Ellie, and and it was just really good, really good. Um, and then the last thing, which is just a small thing, is the different perspectives of everything that happened. Because we get to see the scene where Seth calls Ellie and Dina dykes, from Joel's point of view, and then there's a couple other ones as well. But it's really good seeing the world building that was done in the game, but only through like words. It's cool to see it in the show. I don't Was it needed? No, but it's cool to see it nonetheless. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, only episode directed by Neil Druckmann, and that is for the best.
Yeah.
I'll watch the last
Well,
episode. I'll let you guys know what I think about that.
then we
But
can finally
that's
move
all
on
I
to
have to
the fucking
say.
show. Wait. And
No, you
then
can't. 'Cause
you be
then there's 2
back.
seasons.
Oh god, yeah. That is so fucking stupid. Like, it's a 25-hour campaign, man. You don't need 4 seasons to do that. They're just spreading it too far.
Agreed.
Oh my god. Sorry, I looked at the last picture on our slides. The slides are just people putting fucking like that stupid image. Yeah.
Great beginning
That's
session.
the
Anyway, Nathan, come on.
professionalism. Come on.
hmm So, with
Main topic.
the end of the Switch, just a week or two away, I thought I wanted to do a little thing where the 10 games that best represent the Nintendo Switch. Now, personally, this is my favorite console of all time. There's such a great wide variety of games here, and I thought, what 10 that best represent this console? So, the first one is only 2 games, but we're going to combine them because it's the first game and a sequel. It's the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's the game that started the entire console generation off with a bang. It's arguably it is one of the greatest games of all time. They both are, but like you can't have a Nintendo Switch without Breath of the Wild. You know they come together. And we also have the 3D Mario for the Switch, and it seems to be the only 3D Mario we're ever going to get for the next 10 years. Super Mario Odyssey. I do wonder when we're going to see that new Mario game. Maybe in the summer, actually. Ooh, that could be it. With that Summer Direct, maybe we see it then. Super Mario Odyssey, again, you can't have a Nintendo console without its 3D Mario game. This is arguably the best one. I do want to replay Mario Galaxy. I do actually will see. Mario Galaxy 2 is 15 years old. It was either today or yesterday. So, we're Unk status now, guys. How do you feel that Galaxy 2 is 15 years old? That feels weird.
Never
What
played
was
it.
it, man?
So.
We also have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, it's kind of like standards for the Nintendo console. You have your Zelda, your Mario Kart, and your Smash. Also Smash Ultimate here. 2 of the best multiplayer games ever. I think I forgot something actually. I did. Oh well. It was to do with Mario Kart World's Development. Yeah, Smash Ultimate, arguably probably the best fighting game ever. I don't think there'll be a game crossover as big as Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like you can't really. I don't know how they can top Smash Ultimate. Like it's a celebration of gaming. So, and we love it for it. Also on this list we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. This is the game that got. Did you get your Switch around this, Daniel, or was it before?
No, I got it way late.
I know Harry got his
I
Switch
got it
because of
around the
Animal
release
Crossing.
of I got it. That was one of the games I got immediately, but no, I got it around the release of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
I thought it was Sword and Shield. Oh no, because you used your brother's Switch. That
No,
was it.
yeah,
But yeah, New Horizons basically saved the pandemic. Like that was the pandemic game was Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I believe that
Should have been
game sold so
Stellaris.
much. And also Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's the best-selling game on the Switch, so which is insane. 'Cause that game's like that's a Wii U game. It came out in 2014, so I think Animal Crossing sold a lot. I know people obviously they bought Switches for just New Horizons, and it was just a great escape during COVID, and people were able to connect as well during those times, and I miss New Horizons. I've only played New Horizons, and I know a lot of people hate on that game now, but it's undeniable how special that game is for a lot of people, so that has to be on here. We also have indie games kind of strived on the Switch, because it was basically a potato with like Joy-Con stuck to the side of it. Um, a lot of cool indie games. You had Stardew Valley, Hades was another big one, but I chose Hollow Knight because it's Hollow Knight. Like a lot of people
Mm.
played Hollow Knight because of the Switch. I know it was on PC beforehand, but I feel like the Switch kind of boomed it into a lot more mainstream popularity because more casual gamers could play it. And we are still waiting for Skong. Although we'll probably get it. I think we get Skong in summer. I think it gets Shadow dropped
oh
to the
yeah.
Xbox Direct. That is going to be on our bingo card. We need a new free space then. Because I think Skong will show
Titanfall
up.
3.
Act 2.
We'll make Titanfall 2.
Act
Oh, it's
2.
Titanfall 3. Actually, no, yeah, Arc 2. Because Titanfall 3 is never coming out. Again,
We've been good with that one.
Pokemon was not the best this generation. Arguably, it's worst generation ever. Actually,
Oh
it
yeah,
is. It's
absolutely.
worst generation. Um, we started off with Legends. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which honestly I don't mind. They look really nice, and I think there's cool stuff in those games, but they're like baby's first Pokemon game, so couldn't really put that. Sword and Shield were just like generic games. Oh, people forget those games, and
I don't
yeah.
remember playing that game.
But then we had Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which sucked ass. But we also had two games which were pretty good. Legends Arceus, which was a new formula, changed the Pokemon formula, and Scarlet and Violet, which A, showed that Game Freak's trying to improve Pokemon, and 2, showed how shit Game Freak is at making video games, because it
And
did
how
not run.
behind the Switch was.
And how behind the Switch was. I put Scarlet and Violet. You could put Legends Arceus, but I put Scarlet and Violet because it's the best selling Pokemon game I think of all time. But I
You think
like Scarlet
Scarlet
and
Violet's the
Violet.
best of all time?
The best selling.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the best Pokemon games. I still think the best Pokemon game is Platinum. Yeah.
Not played that one, but my
Um,
favorite is Omega Ruby.
but I think Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus is a good direction changer for the series.
It was innovative on
Yeah.
the
And Scarlet and
game
Violet
Switch
will
and
get a
kind of
patch for free on the Switch 2
hmm
when it comes out in 2
You'll
weeks.
finally be able to hit a decent frame rate. Will you
So
be able to see the Pokemon in front of you? Probably
15
not, but oh
frames, here we come.
well.
Woohoo! Yeah.
No. 15 frames is how it was on the Switch 1. You're getting 23
Wow,
exactly this
23.
time.
I've not actually looked on what they're improving for the Switch 2 version of Scarlet and Violet.
I wouldn't want to
I'm
try
so
to
glad
adjust
it's
the
free
frame
though.
rate. The
Yeah,
render distance of Pokemon will probably not be very high.
what to say.
It will still probably suffer.
We also have our Mario Party rep. We have superstars on here. Um, it could be new superstars, Jamboree. So Mario Party was in a pretty fucking shithole before this came out. It was the cars. I hate Mario Party and cars. It kind of defeats the entire purpose of Mario Party if everyone's moving the exact same time. All the strategy's gone. This is a nice back to basics Mario Party game. This is also pretty good. And we've all played it, and I get angry when we play this, and I turn it off.
We've never finished a game.
Yeah. Also have Splatoon 3 or 2. Splatoon It's their most modern. It's the brand new Nintendo series that's out on the Wii. It's a live service shooter game. It's such a cool concept. Like having to fill out an entire arena with paint and you're like little squid people in like this dystopian world. Like it's a cool concept, and the world building is really cool. Um, and it feels like something that only Nintendo could do as well. So I have to put it on here. It's a big online multiplayer game, and you know, Splatoon's making its way up onto the podium of like the Nintendo series. And then last but not least, I have Metroid Dread. Is the return of Metroid. There'd not been a new 2D Metroid game since 2002. This game had been rumored for years, and it came back, and it was amazing from what I've heard. I've only played a little bit of it, but yeah, great. That is the games that I would say represent the Switch the best. I'm sure there are loads of other games that came off the Switch. Like this was a wide library of games, and I thought it deserves a little swan song for this thing. I just opened up the thing, and all I see is house through a fucking peephole through the door. Yeah. Goodbye, Nintendo Switch. You were peak console gaming, but I'm excited for the Switch 2. In about a week or two. I guess yeah,
Really
next week by the
gone.
time this comes out. So yeah, that's
I'll
it.
have finished my
Switch
deadlines by
2
then.
Swan Song.
I'll be free of uni year one.
Next, guys, Isaac. Oh, you should fucking delete the thing. I guess we don't really do it. Isaac.
Group gooning
No.
session. Oh,
How long is? I do. Oh, I do remember that picture. Yeah.
I do, because I got this banger with it as well. Hold on, let me find it, because you're gonna hate
Because
it.
it's. Yeah, I know what I was on about. Yeah. People listening will be so confused.
Oh yeah,
Isaac,
no, we're not giving you any
give
context.
us our
Last thing
last
about this.
thing.
What is our last thing?
what is the
It's
last thing?
it's what we've been doing.
Oh,
The last thing we do. It's how we
Oh, I
end.
forgot about. I thought you were talking about like an actual like main
No,
section,
no,
not
no,
just
no.
like the usual. All right. Who wants to start this week? I guess.
Isaac just start.
I'll go
Go on.
last. I'll go last.
Oh.
No. Why?
I'll just
Should I
go
get it
last.
out of the
I'll
way?
end it
Because
off.
mine's really boring.
Okay.
I've
Yeah,
been
go on.
finishing off uni work, playing a bit of Cyberpunk, playing Helldivers with Isaac and Ben, and I've actually managed to be able to play a bit of Clair Obscur, and I've now retaken the lead.
Nice.
I hope I would have the lead, considering I'm the one who's owned it
You
longest.
got
Oh
the
well.
game first. We got a
Yeah.
launch.
And then like you lot who all got it, and you guys were well, no, a couple of you overtook me at one point, but then I've managed to keep back.
And I'm still far behind.
You're still the third.
I've only just beat the first accent. So, yeah, all I've been doing, I finished my Persona 5 Platinum playthrough. I've done my first one. Need to do another run through, do all the confidants, get the last remaining trophies. Just don't know how long that's gonna take. Again, I've been playing Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I believe from PlayStation's percentage thing, I am halfway through the game now. I think it says so, so that's what I'm gonna go with. But the game's great so far. I'm really enjoying it. The gameplay's great. The story's really intriguing. The music is the best part about the game, in my opinion. It's so good, that score. If that somehow does not win,
Best original soundtrack, I
how
will
does that
riot.
not win Best Original Soundtrack? But yeah, I will say this is definitely my game of the year so far, Burger, and its only competition is really like Split Fiction, so that could change. But I'm really enjoying this game so far. I love it. So I think yeah, I've been watching some more Twin Peaks. I was talking to my friend last night, and they were telling me about there's like a book I can read for Twin Peaks to kind of add to the story. So I guess I've got to relearn how to read. It's weird. I can only read manga. It's like those pictures and stuff. It's easier. What did I watch? I went to the cinema with Harry and Daniel, other Daniel, who was actually on the podcast about almost a year ago now.
Yeah.
And that's fun. And we went to watch Wild at Heart. It's a David Lynch film, and I'm a big David Lynch fan. So this was really cool to see in cinemas, and we all really enjoyed it. And I'm not gonna tell you anything about it because it's a movie that you should go into blind. You probably won't know, but you should. trying to think what else I watched. Oh, then I watched Twilight with my mum last night. It's bad, but a Radiohead and a Linkin Park song playing the credits, so that's pretty based. And that's it. Like,
Nice.
Nice.
Isaac,
I've
let's
not
see why
been
you
up to
wanted to be last.
loads.
Oh my god.
Um, I've not been up to loads. I've just been playing. I've just been playing stuff. I, what have I been playing
Is
actually?
this
I played some Grounded yesterday. 100% of Grounded. That's fun. Other than that, I've not really been playing loads. Helldivers.
Oh,
That's
I
about
think
it.
Hell.
I've been diving.
Wait, then why did you want to go
Um,
last? I think that's something really busy, but you just.
no, I said I wanted to go last so I can end off the episode after.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I, mean, I was like, I thought, oh, we must have something really big then. It's just, I really don't really know what I've been
Ah.
doing.
I've not watched any films this week. But I have watched Last of Us and Dead City.
You should probably watch more films soon.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this week's episode of the AFK podcast. As always, we appreciate
That's us.
you watching this episode, if you're not
We
asleep.
do.
But yeah, thumbs up.
What do you say?
Goodbye,
Wake
everybody.
up! Wake up!
No, don't scream. Goodbye, everyone. See you for SGF.
Yep, see you guys next week.